Today we're going to draw and paint a dolphin jumping out of the water. Welcome everyone. To draw and paint today's dolphin, you can really use anything you have. I will just show you here what I will be using. I am using a large brush, some watercolors, a pencil, and some white acrylic. Okay, let's get started. We'll start with the outline of the dolphin, starting up here at the mouth. Draw a slight curve. Then we do a long curve, almost like a banana. Then at the mouth we create a small U shape. Okay, we then do a slightly curving line to this point here, because this is where the mid is going to be. After drawing the mid, we just finish the line up here, like so. Then we pull down the line all the way down to its tail. We draw the tail. We draw the fin. And then we draw the other mid, which, because of perspective, looks a bit different. Okay, so now we have to be precise because we have to draw the mouth. It's important to start the line somewhere at the middle. Also notice that the line starts out going upwards and then a bit down. Then comes a straight line that begins to curve a bit and then it goes up. The eye is placed just above the end of the mouth. And just put a small pupil in there. So we're ready to apply some watercolor. I'll be using the color Payne's Gray to paint the dolphin with. And the way I go about this is to allow my brush to really soak up a decent amount of water. Afterwards, I dip the tip into my pan of watercolor here. And then notice how I use a large part of the brush here when creating the stroke, so that the amount of water really gets to work here along with the paint. Then I dip the brush into the water and I create an overlapping stroke next to the one I just did. Now I do this once again and you can see how a texture of skin is created this way. Of course, there are no rules here, you can apply the paint just as you wish. At this point here, I'm essentially freestyling and experimenting. When working with watercolor, I try to let go of control and see what happens. For the color of water, I mix a blue with a bit of green so that the water is not just blue, but more varied and interesting to look at. I gotta admit that painting water is relatively new to me, but what I do find helpful is creating strokes that are somewhat curvy. This creates a feeling of little waves. I apply some darker strokes in the foreground, again in the shape of curves, as to create the feeling of waves. Once it's dried, I take a new and dry brush, this is very important, and I use a bit of white acrylic to create some foam from where the dolphin is jumping. I make sure that some of the drops are connected with one another, while others are more separate in the air. And there we have it, a dolphin jumping out of the water. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more drawing videos, and be sure to check out my other draw along videos while you're here. Okay folks, till next time, have fun drawing.